Hare Krishna. Today, 30th November 2020, and we are continuing our Nitya Bhagavata Sivaya under the banner of Srila Prabhupada. Today, we'll be taking text 13 of chapter 14 of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Pregnancy of Diti in the Evening. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Budhirayet Nashtuprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtuki. Hare Krishna. Purapetano Bhagavan Daksho Duhritya Vatsalah Kam Brinita Varam Vatsa Ityu Prachatna Prithak. Pura. In the days long ago, Pita, father, Naha, our, Bhagavan, the most opulent, Daksha, Duhitri, Vatsalah, affectionate to his daughters, come unto whom? Vrinita, you want to accept, Varam, your husband, Vatsaha, O my children, iti thus, Prithak, Prichataha, inquire. Naha, us. Prithak, separately. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In days long ago, our father, the most opulent Daksha, who was affectionate to his daughters, asked each of us separately whom we should prefer to select as our husband. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitya Kripa Pradhane Gaurgathada Madaya Nagar Ramdhane Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarvadeva Gauravani Pracharani Nirviseshunyavadi Pachete Tarane. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakata Mayam Dadati Sapatantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Shada Vadagavanam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidyantam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Parajana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Pitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Taptikajana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanushude Dev Pranamami Hari Priye Vangsha Kalpataru Vaishya Kripa Sindhu Vayevacha Patitha Nama Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Purapitano Bhagavans Daksho Duhitra Vatsalah Kam Vrinita Param Vatsa Iti Prichadna Prithaka. So, the great sage Maitreya revealing to Vidura that how Diti approached Kashyapa, who was busy in doing his tapa, and she is telling him, making him aware that our father, the Daksha Prajapati, he was very affectionate to all his daughters, to us. And he asked each one of us, whom should we prefer to select as our husband? And she said, out of own will, all of 13 of us, we accepted you as our husband. I think yesterday, day before yesterday, I said 16 daughters, but actually 13 daughters. correction to my last statement. Let's see what Prabhupada is saying. It appears from this verse that free selection of a husband was allowed by the father, but not by free association. The daughters were asked separately to submit their selection of a husband who was famous for his act and personality. The ultimate selection depended on the choice of the father. So much of freedom was given to the women in our Sanatana Dharma. Because yatra pujate narihi tatra ramante devataha. Wherever the women folks are worshipped of their deeds, there always dwell the demigods. That much of great affection was given. And she is confirming that we were asked to select a good person according to the act and personality, and they do it. There were so many swayamvaras over there where the girl had choice to select. But nowadays, even in Sanatana Dharma, not Sanatana Dharma, in our ism, a lot of problems were there. The female girl will get married at the age of 7 and 8, and a small child may not knowing what is good, what is bad, just married, and things like that. And furthermore, that if by providence somebody becomes widow, then really life was miserable, really. Very, very miserable. Nobody will take care and things like that. So, in our Sanatana Dharma, the women are given a great responsibility. So and so, even in a spiritual way of life, you see, the Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga, all female. So, Saraswati has or is the god of Vidya, Jnana, Durga, Kriya Shakti, and Lakshmi, Drivya Shakti, and all portfolio to the wives, to the female. And look at what Lord Shiva has. Nang Dhadang, nothing with him. What Narayana had, nothing. So the women were given power. So why is trying to say that we had a choice, but today I have a choice to get progeny from you. This is my choice, this is my right. So let us take text 14 also. Saviditvatmajanam no bhavam santamana bhavanah tarayo dasa dadatasham yase sila manubrataha saha daksha viditva, understanding, atmagnanam, of the daughters, naha, our, bhavam, indication, santana, children, bhavanaha, well-wisher, trayodasaha, 13, adadat, handed over, tasam, all of them, yaha, those who are, they, your, silam, behavior, anuvartaha, all faithful. Translation purport. Our well-wishing father Daksha, after knowing our intentions, handed over 13 of his daughters unto you, and since then we are all faithful. He had total 60 daughters. There is in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a further detail which daughter was given to him, but the bulk of 13 were given to Kashyapa Muni. And other day I was talking about progeny. So many progeny came from each of the daughter. Devas and Danvas and Pasus and Pakshis and snakes and reptiles and vegetation and so many things from these 13 daughters. Prabhupada says, generally, the daughters were too shy to express their opinion before the father. But the father would accept the daughter's intention through someone else, such as a grandmother to whom the grandchildren had free access. King Daksha collected the opinions of his daughters and thus handed over 13 to Kashyapa. Every one of Diti's sisters was a mother of the children. Therefore, since she was equally faithful to the same husband, why should she remain without the children? So this is called the providence. When things do happen, circumstances come together. Diti was destined to beget Daityas. And thus all the circumstances came in such a way that we'll come to know how the demon Hiranyaksha and Hiranyaksha was born from Diti. And we're saying because all her sisters, they had the progeny and Diti did not. So, as Prabhupada says, there's a rightful. She made a claim. But the claim was not at the right time and the right place. That's it. You must express your opinion. Nothing wrong in that. But then, we should know the time, place, and circumstances. If right thing is done at the right time, the result is right. But if a right thing is done at the wrong time, the result is bad. Then what to talk of a wrong thing at wrong time? So this what is building up how is going to come to. Text 15. Atha me kuru kalyanam kamam kamalalochana artopasharpanam bhumna amogham hi mahiyase. Atha, therefore, may, and to me, Kuru, kindly do. Kalyanam, benediction. Kamam, desire. Kamala lochana, O lotus-eyed one. Artha, of the distress. Upasharpanam, by approaching. Bhumna, O great one. Amogham, without failure. He certainly. Mahiyasi, to a great person. Purport and translation. O lotus-eyed one, kindly bless me by fulfilling my desire. When someone is distressed, approaches a great person, his plea should never go in vain. Purpose is, Diti knew well that her request might be rejected because of the untimely situation. But she pleaded that when there is an emergency or a distressful condition, there is no consideration of time or situation. First of all, it says that Lovely was there. That first of all, you should not beg. First of all, you should not beg. But if those who are worthy, if they're not giving the alms or the fulfilling the request, then they are worse than that. Nobody should beg. But if somebody is competent enough to fulfill the desire, if he's not doing it, this is not correct. So as Prabhupada is saying, Diti knew, but since he's pleading, and since he's women, the biggest the arsenal the women have is called TNT. You know TNT? Tongue and tears. So the TNT, they can blast anybody in the whole world in Kainat. So poor Kashyapa has no escape. He had to succumb to the desire of his wife. He will want her, that's a different thing, but then that's what it is. Let us take the text 16 also. Iti tam veeramaarichah kripanam bahubhashinim pratyahanunayan vacha pravriddha anga kalmasham. No? Kashmalam. Sorry, it was Kashmalam. Iti, thus, tam, unto her, Veera, O hero, Marichi, hey, the son of Marichi, Kashyapa, Kripanam, unto the poor, Bahu, Vahashanim, too talkative, Pratyaha replied, Anunayan, pacifying, Vacha, by words, Pravriddha, highly agitated, Ananga, lust, Kashmalam, contaminated. Translation purport. O hero, Vidura, Diti, being this affected by the contamination of lust and therefore poor and talkative, was specified by the sons of Marichi in a suitable words. Prabhupada says, when a man or woman is affected by the lust of the sex desire, it is to be understood as sinful contamination. Kashyapa was engaged in his spiritual activities, but he did not have sufficient strength to refuse his wife, who was thus afflicted. He would have refused her with a strong word expressing impossibility, but he was not as spiritually strong as Vidura. Vidura is addressed here as a hero because no one is stronger in the self-control than a devotee of the Lord. It appears that Kashyapa was already inclined to have sexual enjoyment with his wife, and because he was not a strong man, he tried to dissuade her only with pacifying the word. So, the conclusion here, Prabhupada is saying, even the rishis, Devatas, Danavas, Naradhamas, they don't have any good quality. Abhaktasya kuto mahad gunaha. A non-devotee, what great qualities he may have? Nothing. Bhaktasya. Now for a devotee, is nothing impossible. His mind does not get agitated. He might show the anger, but he never gets angry. He might do something which may look very ordinary, but is not for him, for his senses, for gratifying his the spouses and the family. No, everything is for Haritoshanam. And that's why Prabhupada is saying the Kashyapa is a rishi, but he did not have as a strong feeling as a devotee may have. Bhajate mam dridha vrataha. Only those who are dridha vrataha, they can only worship Krishna. Otherwise, people don't. We may pose, I may pose to be a devotee. I may do this, I may do that. But deep down within my heart, I know who I am. And that makes the difference. It's very simple thing. Brahma, भूत प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचते न कांक्षते. Or how they do it? Abhyasa. Yoga yuktena chetasa nanygamina paramam purusham divyam yati pardhanu chintayan. Abhyasa. Everyone has to do abhyasa because we are going for the sadhana siddha. Abhyasa yoga yuktena. With yoga. Yukta. How? Chetasanagamina. Our consciousness, our mind, our intelligence should not go anywhere. Then what to do? Paramam Purusham Divyam. To invest all our energy, resources, everything for that Parama Purusha. Yati Parthanu Chintayan. And only you have to meditate upon that personality. Otherwise, we have seen the great rishis, Vishwamitra, so many other exalted personalities, they fell down because they were not a pure devotee. They were blessed by the Lord, of course, but not the pure devotee. The pure devotee, he really doesn't need anything. As we know about Ambarisha, Savai mana Krishna padar vindayor vachamsi vaikunta gunan varnane karor harer mandir marjina siv chakar achutkat satodaya. Nothing in life, simply working for Krishna. Even see, when the Bharata was ruling Ayodhya for the 14 years, actually the Khadau, the slippers of the Lord Rama, were on the throne. And Bharata, as a Kinkaraha, he would serve them. And a very nice episode I must have told you. No, I'll tell you something else today. If you pray to God sincerely, really sincerely, somebody crying out, your desire gets fulfilled. One small anecdote. One, there was a rich man, but he wouldn't believe in God. One fine evening when he came home, he had the key of the door, he opened it, he saw inside his house his wife, children, grandchildren, everybody, they are doing arti. He just looked at them, didn't say anything, went to his room and he started looking what he has done for the day, how much money came, how much money gone and things like that. As soon as arti finished, he felt some pain in his heart. He called out them, come on, help me. I think something went wrong. All came together. He's a rich man. Immediately they called the family doctor, the doctor, called the ambulance and everything like that. They did all the tests and every test was perfect. There's no problem. So doctor says, sir, you are absolutely fine. No blood sugar, no hypertension, no this, no that. But the man complained, but still I'm feeling very uneasy. So they gave him sleeping pill. So sleep. So everybody went to sleep. This man had the sleeping pill. He couldn't sleep. He just got up. He said, okay, let me go in my courtyard. Let me go around, let me walk. Then maybe I'll get to sleep. When he was going round and round, he felt a little fatigued. He sat down there. One dog came and he took away his one slipper. I ran away out of the gate. The rich man, he pursued the dog. And the dog went into one small jhopadi, hermitage. And when he reached there, he looked at the dog. Dog left the chapel. And the person got the chapel. But when he was just returning, he felt a cry. A lady is crying, wailing to the God. Where are you? Where are you? My dear Krishna, I'm in need. Please help me. So this man thought, oh my God, there's a lady inside. If I go inside, what if somebody comes to know that I have come with a bad intention? They'll thrash me out. So he didn't say, he said, no, I'm not going. I'll uphold my dignity, but I'll not go there. But when he was turning back 2-3 steps, wailing and crying, my God, where are you? Where are you? So he goes near to the door, he knocked the door. He said, Mataji, you are my dear sister. Why are you crying? Can I help you? What is the reason of crying? She said, see, I have got a 7-year-old daughter. She has a very high fever. She had this problem, which requires a lot of money. Requires a lot of money. And I know I have no money. So what I am saying, I cannot save the girl. But the Krishna can save the girl. I am putting the petition. He said, what? Even God can help? How is it possible? He said, okay, forget about God. So immediately, he called the ambulance and he told them, treat this girl, whatever expenses, is on my account. The lady felt very happy, thanking Krishna that sending ye personified, न जाने किस वेश में नारायण मिल जाए. She was overwhelmed. So this man asked, do you still believe in God? She said, of course I believe in God. Otherwise, just tell me, you are a resident of such a big Haveli. Why would you come down to my hermitage or jhopadi? And not only that, after coming you are helping my daughter and agreeing to pay everything. You are the God to me because you are a representative of God. So this man could understand. Yes. Why I wouldn't getting a sleep? How come the dog has taken my slipper? Come this home. And I felt it. So the gist of the story is, when you really cry for Krishna, for the kind of help for others, not for your own self anyway, for others, he listens to the cries. And the desires get fulfilled. For the benefit of others. One benefit, do you need anything? No, nothing. Okay. So, with this, I'll come to the conclusion of my Srimad Bhagavatam for 2020. Hare Krishna.